Let's make our prediction. Who's gonna win
Mhm.
this game? Why? Give me a score, if you
I
want.
got the I got the Niners winning 24-17,
Okay.
and I got us winning because I feel like we're the most complete team that the Eagles are going to see this year. I think that we play exceptionally well when we start fast and get a lead. And for what it's worth, this team cannot they can't act like this is a regular game. We have to win this game. Got to win this game because it validates so much of what the players have been saying. The Eagles have laid it out and said that we're done talking. You need to get y'all ass here in Philly so we can play. All right. Debo hasn't walked back any of his comments. They all feel as though that they've been cheated. Like, we got to be real. We a catty bunch. We talk a lot of crap. Like, this one gonna sting. We got to win. We got to win. We got to handle business. We got to win. Championship teams don't get lost in the weeds of the X's and O's. I could sit here all day and talk to you about, their D line versus our O line and all that other stuff, but that's not
Yeah.
that's not how
I
you
mean,
win football games.
you could argue the Niners need this game more, that they're, down in the standings. They lost the NFC Championship game. They have this chip on their shoulder. They have
Right.
3 extra days to prepare. They really can't tell themselves that they could beat the Eagles in the playoffs if they meet again, if they lose this game. So it's like there's every reason for the Niners to play their best game. But
Mhm.
even then, that might not be good enough. They might just not be as good as the Eagles, because the reason the Niners lost last year is because of their offensive line. And it's not better than last year. It's worse.
Mhm.
It's not better. So, I mean, maybe there'll be a better game plan from Kyle Shanahan to work around that, but
Mhm.
I still think that this is a tough matchup for the 49ers. Uh, and I still think they're gonna lose. I think the the rain is gonna suppress the score. It's gonna be a lower scoring game. And if it doesn't rain, maybe it'll be like 27-24. But with the rain, I think it's gonna be 24-20 Eagles. And once again, you're gonna be looking at Colton Kivitz, Jake Brendel, John Feliciano, Aaron Banks, and being like, this guy's just it's the best you got. It's not like what they got in Philly.
I got to be real with you, Grant. If we lose this one, then we ain't winning no Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Number one seed, yeah, like we gotta be real what this game really means, right? Like if we don't win this game, can't confidently say that you feel good about us not only going to the playoffs but winning the Super Bowl. You can't say that,
No.
right? This is a team that we saw coming. Like this is, you know what this is like? This is like when Dallas came to play us, we whooped their ass. They act like it didn't happen and went off to go get on a win streak and beat teams that suck. Like the entire league and their fans is happy that Dallas is being Dallas. But we know Dallas ain't better.
No.
You know what I mean? Like we don't want teams to feel there's already one team in the league that feels that way about us. And that's the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Right. So this is for all of that. Like this matters.
Yeah. Yeah. The Niners really feel like they're better than the Eagles. You can't feel that way if you lose this game. That's 2. It's 2 in a row. And yeah, they need it. I mean, the Eagles can lose this game and say, okay, well, the Niners had 3 extra days of rest and we had some injuries. Like they can kind of still have some type of confidence. But the thing about these, like you could argue the Niners are a better roster than the Eagles. Like they've just been blowing teams out in ways that the Eagles haven't this year. But I don't know that the Niners are really as like confident as the Eagles are. Like I don't know if the Niners really can come from behind the way the Eagles have shown that they can. And that's some serious battle tested confidence.
No, I agree with you 100% because right now the Niners have talked a good game, right?
Right.
Even with the losses, they've even tried to make these losses look like they were needed. Like these are good lessons that we needed to have. These are good losses that are going to galvanize us. This ain't going to be no good loss.
No.
This ain't going to be no lesson. This ain't going to be something where Kyle say, oh, yeah, we kind of needed to take it more seriously. Like we can't. This ain't the Browns. This ain't Cincinnati. This ain't Minnesota. Like we can't walk out of this with a loss and say, oh, well, they were trying. It was their Super Bowl. We had some other things to do. No. You got a potential to lose the locker room if you lose a certain way with this one.
Right. Yeah.
That's what this means.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So let's see if the Niners, if think it's just another game, bring their best. Gamon Brown, For you, future prediction: if the Niners win this week, will they beat the Eagles in the playoffs and sweep them 2-0 this season? See,
If they beat them this week, that could take everything.
I could see the Niners like I'm picking the Eagles. I could see the Niners winning this game for the reasons we just stated. 3 extra days to prepare, so much urgency, and then losing in the playoffs. When if they face again, there'd be the same amount of time to prepare, and the Niners would have already proven themselves. They could walk in feeling a little bit more confident about or arrogant about themselves, like, "Hey, we got this." I don't know. I could see the Niners winning this one, losing in the playoffs.
Let me ask you a question then.
Yeah.
So, is it your stance that you believe even if the Niners win, it's because of the advantages they have with it meaning more for them having extra days rest, possibly the injury factor with the Eagles not having some starters in? Is that what you're leaning on? Or is it truly because those factors matters most to you because that's the only way in your head that you be able to wrap around the Niners win because you just truly don't believe that the Niners are better than the Eagles?
Right, that's what I think, and I'm predicting if the Niners win this game, it's gonna be for one of those reasons, but I don't know. I mean, maybe they'll go into Philly and trounce them,
right?
And we'll be like, okay, well, they were just better than the Eagles, but I don't expect that to happen. If they win, I think it'll be, well, I don't know. If they win, I still think that they're gonna lose in the playoffs to the Eagles. I guess I'll put it that way.
Right. So you don't. So intrinsically, head to head, you think the Eagles are better. And even if we win, it's because of factors outside of the Eagles.
I always am the kind of guy who will change my mind. If I watch the game and I feel differently, I'll change my mind. But going into it, I feel like the Niners could win this game, and I could still feel like I'd pick the Eagles in the playoffs. But I reserve the right to change my mind 8 times between then and now.
See, I felt that way about them. I felt that way about them playing Cincinnati, right? I felt that way about them playing the Jaguars, right? Because everybody saw it coming. They had to win. And even if they lost, these are teams that know the implications of how the sky would be falling down if they gave the Niners a L. I just think that this one it just matters too much, man. Like, even if they won this one by the skin of their teeth, I'd give them all the credit just because of how much this one.
Joshua Wyatt says, this is the type of the game the Niners show out for. They will show up sharp and aggressive and hand the Eagles the wake-up call they haven't had yet. I think that's what the coach is saying. I can see it too. All right. Coach's meeting gets out early today, 15 minutes early. Thank you, everyone, for showing up. I appreciate you guys. Remember to subscribe to the coach's YouTube channel. Link in the description. Subscribe. And remember to place all your sports betting wagers on BetUS. Link in the description. 125% sign-up bonus on your first wager and a 24-hour payout. Use the link. Thanks for watching. Hold on. Josh Wyatt wants the show to keep going. Eagles have been sleepwalking for weeks. If they think the effort they showed against the Bills is what it takes, then they'll get blown out.
I mean, we've had some effort issue ourselves.
Yeah. I knew I like Josh Wyatt's fire today, though. T. Moss, don't be clown shoes Grant on hood. Okay, I won't.